Pride Toronto is facing financial challenges after a handful of sponsors pulled their funding. Over the last month, dozens of U.S. companies have faced pressure to roll back diversity, equity, and inclusion programming after U.S. President Donald Trump signed executive orders reversing corporate commitments to DEI. For more on what this means for the 2025 Pride Toronto Festival, I'm joined by Kojo Modeste, Executive Director of Pride Toronto. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Lindsay. How are you this morning?
I'm good, but I want to know how you're doing because back us up a little bit. When did you find out you were losing these sponsorships?
So we found out mid-January that at least two of the sponsors will not be returning. And
these are big sponsors, right?
Yes. These are our gold level sponsor. So they provide anywhere between $100,000 and $150,000 between cash and kind.
That's huge.
I mean,
So when they said they were pulling out, what did they say to you? What was their reasoning?
So we had different reasons. We had that a shift in mandate, shift in priorities, but we also heard just financially, they're just not in the same place that they were, last year and previous years.
Do you believe that?
So, and this is it, when I speak to my colleagues, in the US and also here in Canada, we are seeing some of the same companies are pulling back. And we strongly believe that it is as a result of the executive orders that were signed by the president. But I will also tell you that and the reasons why I have not named these companies, because I do not believe that it's all blame should be laid on them. There is a level of fear that we're seeing by these companies and how it can impact them in the long run.
How much do these sponsors pulling out affect Pride Toronto and the festival?
So at present, we have just over $300,000 less in sponsorship than we had last year. But one of the other areas that we also believe will be impacted is our parade participation. As these companies are removing themselves from engaging in diversity, equity, and inclusion stuff, we are also anticipating that they will not be part of the parade. And these are some of the ways that we're able to pay to have the amazing festival that we put on year after year.
Do you have commitments from your other big sponsors that they are going to sign on?
Yes, our presenting sponsor, TD, is fully on board and continues to support the work of the 2S LGBTQ plus community, and many of our other sponsors have come on and have given us that commitment. After the news broke yesterday, many of our sponsors called to reassure us that they're on board. But again, it really speaks to what is happening, not just in the US, but the global attack that is happening on the 2S LGBTQ plus communities.
Does that change the way you prepare for this year's festival?
100%. Already we have reduced our stages. We have one less stage. We have also cut one of our signature events. And our artists, this year, we are going to be focusing heavily on promoting Canadian artists. And yes, we will have a few international artists, but our focus will be on Canadian artists. So again, every possible ways that we can save to reduce the cost, we are doing.
What signature event did you have to cancel?
We canceled our island party, which usually happened in mid-June, and it was an opportunity to just bring folks together on a beach. It's usually on Cherry Beach, just to be able to have 2 days of celebration. And this was primarily for folks that did not want to be part of the downtown environment, but just wanted a little more of a private event.
That's really too bad. But Kojo, obviously a lot to look forward to with the festival. Do you want to, we'll end on some of the highlights that people can look forward to.
No, so definitely, again, I want to say to folks this year, let us come out. Let us come out and celebrate our trans community. Let us come out and celebrate our dyke community. Come out for the parade. It is going to be big. It is going to be amazing. It would be an opportunity for both, members of the community and allies to come out and show the world that they honor, they respect, and they're here to celebrate with the 2S LGBTQ community. So let us not be discouraged. Rather, let us use this opportunity to show more love in our communities.
And especially highlighting Canadian too. I love that you're doing that as well. Kojo Modeste, Executive Director of Pride Toronto, thanks for your time this morning.
Thank you and have a good day.
You as well.
If you like that video, make sure to subscribe to the Your Morning YouTube feed, where you can find all kinds of new content posted every weekday morning.